On this episode, we revisit TravCon of the past, and we talk about TravCons of the future. Atlas All Access. Start now.
That never gets old.
Yeah, I liked it when you did it. You did a good job.
I didn't even see that, but I love that.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if people think that that's edited and that's just part of our intro, but you do it every single time, Neil.
That's because early on I didn't know what to do with my hands, and so I just felt like I had to be moving, and so I don't even know why.
How many people out there, comment under this video, how many of you just... On this episode, it's just, you're just like, it's just something that's become iconic.
Thomas did it when he was here.
Did he do it?
Yeah, he filmed his little thing and he did the same thing.
Nice.
So when he was sitting in my chair. So you've been to a few TravCons. Mm-hmm. So let's go back to that first one. Look at Justin Peeting with Pete and Justin's awesome page was calling me right there.
It's like, what are you guys talking about?
Super important.
Are you talking about the boat party?
Yeah, is that the boat party? So talk about that first TravCon you went to and kind of how things have changed, evolved from there while kind of staying the same.
Yeah, I would say TravCon, at least from my introduction of it, was almost an extension of our meet and greets, where that's how I understood it to be. We weren't going there to actively participate in the actual conference itself. You guys were saying, hey, our budget is this. I mean, our budget really wasn't much back in the day,
right?
But it was like, how could we better use our resources to impact or to have shared experiences with nurses? So going into it, that's what I thought. Had no idea the madness of what TravCon actually is, But I remember just the excitement. I think... it's real when we say we're here to appreciate you, the nurse. Doesn't matter who you work for. We don't even talk about it. We pride ourselves on not giving business cards. We pride ourselves on not scanning badges. We pride ourselves on basically saying, we don't need this so you could get that.
Right.
There is no such free stuff there. People are getting your information, so... for the cost of a cup or whatever it's going to be.
Sure.
But I liked how we did that. And I love the experience where that stayed the same. Nurses, they go there to get their credits and they go to the curriculum, but it's a way to connect because when you're traveling, it can be kind of isolating. And this is a way for the industry and those travelers to reconnect, bring new travelers. And I think from that perspective, it hasn't changed. I love that we haven't changed. And I like that how accepting we are of other agencies. Like, come on in the fold. If we're there, there's another agency. I like that we have enough vision to say it's not really about us. It's about the nurse. And so, those are the things that make me happy about it.
We've met some pretty amazing people there over the years, and travelers and agencies alike. Yep. Like some of the best relationships that I have with other agencies, other agency owners and recruiters and whatever, has come from TravCon, has come from those meetings where it was just maybe it was an isolated incident or whatever. Something happened. They just happened to be in the same place that we are. And there was that weird kind of, whoa, on their end.
Yep.
And we were just like, come on in. Who cares? Like, it doesn't really matter.
Correct.
So we know in the end, we still are who we are. They are who they are. And that's how it goes. But when we're there, we have the same shared goal, the same shared vision.
Correct. And on that, I think for us as recruiters and agencies, and depending on your experience or how long you've been doing it, it's so awesome to connect with you nurses at just how genuine and real. We sometimes forget what a nurse does day in and day out. And so we get that exposure of just kind of being able to see them in their element. And I think with us and the other agencies, it's really nice for nurses and to just see that we are who we say we are. This isn't a You know, we don't dress up for the part. We don't even, you literally told me to come show up here 5 minutes ago. So it's not like we even script this stuff.
Right.
And I think that's an opportunity for them to see that we're real people. We do have a vested interest in them. But really, for those 3 or 4 days that Atlas is there, we want nurses to just feel, we said it before, we just want you to feel loved, appreciated, and you know what? Go enjoy that time because they've had to put in time off, or they're not taking their next contract till after.
Right.
So there's a lot of sacrifice, commitments, time invested for that. And I think we do a really good job of, leaving that place knowing that for a lot of nurses, it was just nice to be recognized. I think that's the biggest thing we do.
So I'm going to ask you for this first, but I'll give mine. One tip. If you had one tip to give, think about it for a second. To someone that's going, maybe that hasn't been there before, has been there before, but only spent a couple of days. If you're spending any length of time there, my tip would be comfortable shoes.
Yes.
Because you walk everywhere, all
Absolutely.
the time, all day long.
Yep. I agree.
That's my tip.
Mine would be reach out. If you go to an event, whether it's ours or anyone else's, find your community. You have 3 days to make relationships that will happen and last a lifetime. So my advice is, that what happens in Vegas doesn't need to be that negative tagline, but this is a chance for, I would say, nurses to just meet other people that are going through the same things and get connected. And if you don't know where to start, reach out to us. Just show up to one of our events.
Right.
And, we think about a lot of the great nurses and other recruiters that we've met.
Yeah.
It's been one of these things like there's just a bond. And it's just such a...
Yeah.
I don't go to Vegas. I've never been to Vegas outside of TravCon.
Really?
There's just no need for me.
I don't know about that.
But when I go to Vegas, it's like, that is our town.
Yeah.
Like, it seems like the whole city appreciates what we're doing. And we pretty much, whether it was like, how ridiculous, Pete and Justin stickers everywhere. Just because we thought it would be funny, and that Vegas, embodies that or is welcoming of it.
Right.
So I'd say that'd be my biggest advice. If you took time off, you're going out there, start reaching out. I already know right now some of the nurses are flying out tonight. They're going to be out tomorrow.
Yeah,
it's already going to be happening. Get in there and comfortable shoes, comfortable clothes. Just be comfortable in your own skin and know that this industry is here to support you, and we're only here because of you. So enjoy just this time that it's all about you.
And they'll put the Facebook group right here for you. Join our group. All of our events are listed. And I've had people reach out to me before, like, do I need to RSVP or anything like that? The only thing you need, and I should have brought one with me, is the ticket for breakfast. And you just got to find one of us. And you'll see us. I mean, we'll be wearing Atlas gear the whole time. Just find one of us the morning of, the day before, whatever. The pool party is open. That pool is giant. We've got a cabana back there. That pool's huge. You'll find us back there. I'll have a big banner in the back. And then the happy hour, it gets a little packed in there, but it runs from 5 to 7. So if you come and hang out for, a few minutes and then go and do your thing or whatever.
Yep, absolutely.
Come and find us. You don't have to RSVP to any of those things. Look for us wearing the Atlas gear, and you can find it.
Yep, and that's that's a great place to springboard off an event that night.
Absolutely.
All of us are going to be there, and so if there's an event or you want to know, usually people are formulating plans there. Or at breakfast. It's just not about breakfast. It's about nurses going there, and I did an impromptu trip last year. We went and saw the dolphins. That was cool.
That was super
I didn't
cool.
even know that was a thing.
Yep.
And it was like $15 or whatever the number was. That was really cheap.
But you go with the group, and it's something that you wouldn't have done otherwise.
Yep.
So you don't have to be an Atlas traveler to come to the breakfast pool party or to the happy hour.
Yep.
Doesn't matter to us. Doesn't matter.
Yep.
So, okay, last thing. What if you're not going? Because I know we spent a lot of time kind of building up to this week. What if you're not going to Vegas? What if you're not going to TravCon if you have to work? Because I've seen a little bit of that too. Like, what could you expect to see, hear? What happens over the next couple of months?
Oh, as far as on the... Well, that's not an easy answer. Well, I would say what usually happens is it's organic. At least if you're not going, are you talking about nurses not going? Or
Yep.
Can I just say, like, turn off social media for 3 days? You're going to have some bad FOMO? Like, oh, I could be doing that.
I could so be going
so other
there.
than that, I think it's a good, like take a look at the events. Take a look at the, like, that energy and that community feeling is hard to translate. But when you start seeing groups and your friends that are going, that will just be incentive for you to maybe, consider meet and greets or consider Vegas next year. But usually there gets a lot of traction and there is follow-up calls. There's a lot of activity and there's something to be said about actually meeting your staffing or your recruiter or company. And so I think there's a lot of activity that comes as a result of the Vegas trip. Is that kind of what you're...
Well, and you hit the nail on the head. What I was looking for there is we do these meet and greets anyway. Vegas is just an extension of this. TravCon is just an extension of what we do throughout the year anyway. Yep. And so for the rest of this year into 2020, you're going to see us out doing a lot of these meet and greets that look very similar to what you're going to see in Vegas. So if you have that fear of missing out, if you see what's happening and then you hear that we're going to be in North Carolina in January, I'm just making that up. I don't know if that's true or not. But if we're going to be there, make plans to come out and join us because it's not all that different.
Yeah, we're a very inclusive organization. Exclusivity has never been our thing.
Right.
We're kind of the outcasts. We always were. The things that we started doing that no one was doing, now everybody's doing it.
Right.
You know, and it's just because that's who we are. Just if it sounds fun to us,
I want to go do it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, if I want to go do it, let's just get a couple people and go do it.
Yeah, maybe there's other people that like doing what we do.
Yeah.
And it kind of seems to work out that way.
And it's always more fun with a big group.
Yep.
So, Chris, thank you.
Well, thank you very much for having me.
I appreciate it. So if you're going, once again, here is the Facebook group with all of the details on where we'll be and what day and the times and all that business. If you see this guy anywhere, he will give you directions. He will point you to wherever we're going to be. Come say hi to me. I will be there from Thursday through the conference on Tuesday, I believe. So that's a lot of Vegas time. I'll probably be pretty tired by Tuesday.
Alka-Seltzer, sunscreen, comfortable shoes.
There you go. All right. We'll see you in Vegas.